Vicki here. So I just got back from the grocery, doing our sort of weekly meal planning, weekly meal prep. So thought I'd show you what I got. I'm gonna start unpacking all of this. All right. So this is one of two stores that I will have to go to for this week's grocery shopping. I always start at Lidl because it is significantly cheaper than the other groceries that I have near me, but with good quality. So we got a big bag of kale, potatoes, carrots, cucumbers, celery. These are Fuji apples, red pepper, strawberries. And then 3 of these frozen broccoli florets. They had fresh broccoli, but it didn't look the best. So frozen is perfectly fine. I also got these 2 boxes of quinoa. And my husband asked for some of these little tuna packets. So I got like 5 of those for his lunches this week. Also needed some spices for the recipes we're making. So I got coriander, curry powder, and sesame seeds. Milk, of course. Cherry tomatoes. I need a lime for one of my recipes. Eggs. Fun item were these little egg candy with the Nickelodeon characters on it. My kids love Ninja Turtles and Paw Patrol, so those are going to be a big hit in Easter time. 3 cans of beans. Then I love these for my lunches. It's just little pasta packets, but 5 of those for me. Garlic, tomatoes, shrooms, and then canola and extra virgin olive oil, and that's parsley. So in addition to these things, I also, with my Lidl rewards, got these guacamole cups, oat milk, and cinnamon crunchies. And those 3 items were free. So all of this, don't know if I mentioned it, but I did get more yeast and flour for pizza night. All of this came to $116 and 79 cents. So I will show you when I get back from my next store. It's going to be Publix, so I'm confident it will be significantly more expensive. But I wrote a list and then I forgot the list, so I had to come home in between. And before we look and see what it is that I had to get at Publix, let's just remember that all of that at Lidl was just $116.79, which in today's grocery prices is pretty good. So let's look and see what I got at Publix. All right, this is what I got at Publix. So, variety of sauces and spices that I could not find at Lidl. I got this elephant garlic. I secretly want to plant it. I don't want to eat it. Ginger, green onions, which they definitely have at Lidl. I just didn't have the list, so yeah. That's a honeydew melon, butternut squash, herbs that they don't have at Lidl. Cannot wait to be able to just source this from my own backyard instead of paying whatever these cost. For pizza night, we're gonna have a breakfast pizza this week, and the sauce is gonna be this gravy. So got that, dried cranberries and some pepitas, tofu, which they could very well sell at Lidl, but I couldn't find it. Bacon, which I definitely could have found, although I don't think I've ever seen a lower sodium bacon at Lidl. Phyllo dough, which I could not find, and walnuts. Oh, and these dried mushrooms. I was very excited to actually find those. Publix still didn't have all of the ingredients I need for the recipes this week. So the very last thing I need is miso paste, and I'm gonna have to do some research to see where I can actually buy that near me. But this is the totality of our groceries for the week. That Publix price was $106.64 for just these things. So good news, the spices and the sauces will keep for some time. But man, Publix. So let me show you what it is that I'm making with all of this stuff this week. I received requests from the members of my household for vegetarian options. So I aim to please, and that is what we have selected for those who do not wish to be vegetarian. Chicken nuggets, likely dino nuggets, are still available in the freezer. And I also have meatballs. These are things that we like, and these are things that will be offered. In addition to these things, just want to be clear. It's like a in addition to, not instead of. All right, so first up was walnut broccoli stir fry. I got all these off the internet. I've never really cooked vegetarian, so I didn't have a large repertoire myself for this stuff. We actually had this for dinner tonight. It was quite good, though I did not realize just how spicy sriracha was. I have never cooked with it, nor regularly kept it in the house because I don't particularly care for spicy foods. I didn't shake it. Maybe that's part of the issue. Anywho, this came out quite spicy. Even my spouse, who likes spicy food, noted that it was quite spicy. It called for a tablespoon of sriracha. I don't know. It was pretty spicy. It was good though. It was good. The kids did not eat this because it was quite spicy. All right. Then I've got, for probably tomorrow, air fryer tahini black bean fritters. Now I don't have an air fryer, but there is an air fry setting on my stove, so we're gonna try that. But this recipe suggests to serve it with tomatoes and cucumbers, which I did get. We do like tomatoes and cucumbers, and we eat them with regularity. But I just don't feel that's gonna be satisfying enough. So I think I'm gonna probably serve this with some potatoes as well, baked potatoes maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Tofu katsu curry. We certainly like Asian foods, so I think this will be great. My husband and I both like tofu, so both of our kids have not had tofu necessarily. The older one definitely has and ate it at the time, but tastes change quite often when you're little, so we'll see. Hopeful that they will like this. I'm pretty confident we will. Stuffed butternut squash. Now this is stuffed with quinoa, dried cranberries, and kale. I think it'll be fine, but I'm not anticipating loving this. I don't particularly like quinoa, but we'll see. We'll see. I did, however, find the cutest little butternut squash for the kids, because basically you're cutting it in half and roasting it, and I found very cute little one for their plates. But I'm not confident that this one's going to be a winner. We're going to try it. We'll see. And this vegan mushroom pot pie. I love pot pies. I make chicken or turkey pot pie pretty often. So should be pretty good. It uses phyllo dough instead of a pie crust because of course pie crusts have lots of butter in them. I don't have any beef with phyllo. I don't use it very often to cook with, so that'll likely be an adventure. But I love mushrooms. I think this is gonna be pretty good. I suspect this will definitely be a meal that gets chicken nuggets as an option, because one of my kids does not like hot pies regularly. So I'm not confident he would like this. But anywho, this is what we're having between now and next weekend, in addition to pizza night. So we do pizza night every Friday. And this Friday, we're gonna do a breakfast pizza, which is not ever something I've made, and I did not look up a recipe for it. But I saw it at the gas station. When we went to the gas station this weekend, we went to the Quick Trip. And at the Quick Trip, they had a breakfast pizza, like in their hot food section. And it had like gravy as the sauce, and then eggs, cheese, bacon, breakfast sausage on top of that. And honestly, it just looked amazing. So we're definitely having that on Friday for pizza night. Hopefully it goes over well. If not, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it. Oh, that's it. That's what all the groceries were for. So we'll see how I do about kind of bringing y'all along with me as I make these things this week. But until next time, toodaloo.